Alright, so looks like we're gonna move into game number 2 in about a couple minutes. Um, Considering that AHQ uh did pick that mid game comp and actually come out ahead, actually heavily ahead. Aldrich, what do you think? What do you think the bans are gonna be for Log S? I'm guessing they're gonna ban out probably Lee Sin maybe, and
Yeah, yeah, I really think that they're going to ban this, considering the performance of AHQ's jungler
Al
earlier.
Albus.
And
Yeah,
yes,
yes, Albus.
and yes, I think they're going to ban Ari too, because Wester was really good on Ari earlier. And also Corky, I think, because of his really strong poke that they displayed earlier.
Yep.
As for AH,
Hold on, Eldritch. So we're gonna move into the champion select. Jace, Lee Sin, Fizz. These guys seem to know what they're gonna ban. Um, yeah, those bans were pretty rapid. So like I said, the Lee Sin ban did go through, but they did first pick Gnar, one of the most contested champions in the game as of right now, considering of the early game bullying and the late game scaling that he provides. And to counter that, it looks like we're gonna have Lissandra at top lane from Log S.
Logis is going to pick the Ari away from AHQ. They're going to pick Ari away from Lastor, I see. So the North pick and Lissandra, we're going to see. We're going to see Kha'Zix, that's for sure.
Yep. Kha'Zix being one of the more snowbally champions in League of Legends. I believe if AHQ does get ahead, or if Kha'Zix gets at least like a maybe 2-0 early on, I'm pretty sure he's gonna do lots of damage.
Logis is going to get the Jan, I think.
Yep. The Janna's actually a really nice counter versus Gnar, considering that you can actually cancel team. Nope, nope. Okay, so you can actually cancel out the like the jump from Gnar can be cancelled by any types of CC, whether it's a knockup or not.
They're picking really fast this game.
Oh
Are
yeah.
are we
Well,
going to see a third game or not? I'm really excited to see. So there we go, Janna. There we go, Nar, Kha'Zix, Kassadin, Corky, and Leona for AHQ, and for Log S are Lysandra, Jordan, Ari, Tristana, and Janna. Pretty, pretty much the same bot lane for AHQ. Going for that Corky Leona again. Mr. Infallible, are you there?
yes,
Uh,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, considering that we saw how much damage Corki does like somewhere on the mid early game phase of the game. That was really huge to take. That was really huge. He basically like, I don't know, half Lucian with just one Q and an auto attack with Sheen. I don't. Then combine that with Leona's burst damage, considering of her passive and her overall base damages.
yeah, and Leona can catch with her ult instead of her E, because Janna can instantly tornado Leona away when she tries to use E as her gun launcher. Okay, so we're waiting for the game to start. What do you think? Who's your bet this game, Mr. Infallible? Despite being a fan of AHQ.
I mean, I honestly believe Jarvan has a really nice advantage versus most other junglers who are not Lee Sin.
They banned Lee.
Yep. So I believe Log S is in favor this game just by a little bit, but then again, the Kassadin versus Ari pick, that's kind of huge.
Okay, Mr. Falcon, since my stream is really blurry, can you please introduce the players once again?
Um, hold on. Alright. The thing is, like, okay, sorry about that stream. Technical difficulties left and right. But, okay, so, okay. For AHQ, it is Ziv on Nar, Albus on, Kazakhs, West Door on, Kassadin Ann on Corky, and Green Tea on Leona. At the same time, for the Law Guest team, OCB on Lysandra, Lat on Tristana, Hot Dog on Janna. I love his name. Let's be honest. Ysera on Ari, and J Kane on Jarvan.
Okay, here we go. We're going to start the laning phase already. I don't see anything unusual. Do you?
Nope. Just wards in the river, that's all I see. And maybe like a small trade in bot lane.
That's quite a lot of damage just for a trade.
Yep, I'm actually, if you think about it, Tristana does like Vayne and Tristana actually do have like probably some of the best damage in the game at level 1. I mean,
Vayne and Tristana?
Yeah.
Yes, along with the shield from Janna, it will be painful for Corky and Leona. If Leona gets a good catch on Janna, though, it can change things. So here we go. Nothing. Ari's going to drop her reward. I think. She dropped the trinket. And Ari versus Castle in mid lane. Mr. Bet, Mr.
I honestly think Kassadin might be in a little bit more favor, considering that Kassadin did get buffed way early on, so he is able to spam his Q, at the same time gain mana back from the auto attack spell. I totally forgot what it was called. But a small skirmish going on in the jungle, burning both flashes. Jarvan is coming up on top, dodging the Q, but same time Kassadin gets double buffs. That's huge for for any lane actually.
That's huge for Kassadin though. Despite the 2-for-2 trade, the 1-for-1 trades and both buff trades, Ari didn't get the buffs from Kha'Zix, so this is really huge for Kassadin, just as you mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's used for any lane. I mean, if you go up against like double buff Gnar, I'm pretty sure it'll be a terror as well. I don't know, double buffs early game is just huge.
Yeah, I agree. Gnar versus Lysandra lane. Doesn't Gnar usually lose to most ranged champions? Hold that thought, we're going to see a gank. Yeah.
No, Westor sees him. I don't think they're yep. J Kane is gonna have to get out of there.
Okay, so
The stream seems to be lagging. Yeah. Yep, it should be back up now. Alright, so overall, nothing really major going on early on. No cheesy play, no nothing. You know, just basically basic standard plays, going around left and right.
I'm excited to see how Kassadin will do long term in farming and passive lanes, because Ari generally is a long range champion with that very nice wave gear along with it with her Q. Well, Kassadin being a melee champion, do you think he'll get the right CS at the right time?
Yeah, Caston is just as strong as already as early game. It's just mid game is where everything kind of falls off. And stream still seems to be lagging. Alright, so J-King seems to be way over his head going into the enemy jungle like that, but there's so much follow-up going on, it doesn't really matter all that much. Is not able to transform. No, he wasn't even able to use his. Wait, was he? Yeah, he was. Never mind. So, that fight's gonna go to Log S, I believe so. Maybe. Never mind. Janna going down very quickly at the same time. Is Jarvan gonna be able to pick off the Kassadin? Nope, no he's not. The Kazakh's damage is way too strong. And AHQ comes on top of that one, 5-3.
Mr. Fago, I think your stream is a little later than mine.
Alright. Give me a sec. Alright, it should be back up now.
Okay, so at the moment we're going to see some poke from Leona on Janna. East. Nothing pretty standard mission follow, or is everything alright there?
Yep.
Side. Okay, so let's talk about the CS mission follow. So how many CS does Kassadin have at the moment?
58 to 58. Yeah, compared to RE61, it's not that big. It's not that much of a difference. I mean, like I said, both Ari and Kassadin are equally strong early on in mid game even.
So as for the kills, it's 6-3 in favor of AHQ. Yeah, Kassadin going for the typical Roa start, and we might see a late game Tristana coming to play.
Yep. It seems that I don't know if it's just me or if I feel like Kha'Zix is one of the more Jarvan should be okay. Never mind. Okay, so Nar's gonna get caught with that Lissandra ult, even with the help of Hexdrinker. It's not gonna block away AD. That's for sure. Because anyways, if I don't know, it's just me, but Jarvan seems to be really underestimated in the latest patches. Okay, so they're gonna Log S is gonna trade Dragon for the top tower. Fairly even trade, in my opinion.
Other than that, that Mars skin is very cute.
Yes, it is. Dino Nar. It's adorable. I actually want like PJs like those. Those would be great.
Okay, so 10 minutes into the game, Casanil has the ETCS. This is so confusing because my stream is so delayed at the moment. I'm sorry for the people watching at the moment. Technical difficulties and everything. So let's continue with the games during Falva.
Alright, so Cassidy managed to get out of that gank and is just gonna put down a little bit of poke on Jarvan, who's he's just gonna assert his dominance, gonna take down the enemy pink ward and then go back. As of right now, I don't know. I still give the advantage to Logas.
Why so? Because of the...
They just have a lot of damage under their belts, and like single target damage is what actually like is the counter to most champs like Kha'Zix or Gnar. Because once you get those two, like at least one of those two locked down, it just becomes really hard for them to like continue on with the fight. Considering that, if you catch Gnar when he's in his mini form, it gets really hard.
As for the compositions, AHQ has that really nice all-in composition because of the very decent book from Kha'Zix and Corki. We're going to see we're going to see some harassment by Kha'Zix on this side.
Team's turret has been destroyed. No team's turret.
Why do you think they lead, Mr. Earl?
I mean, there's no dragons down, so there's not really much there's not really like any good reason to put two players down in bot lane. But at the same time, it's not really that much of a lane swap. The thing that Gnar is roaming mid and is trying to push mid. It looks like Corki can actually duel the Lissandra really well, forcing the flash off of Lissandra right there.
Corki's damage machine is really high.
Oh yeah.
Sure. I'm really surprised that Corki didn't use his Valkyrie. I think he's just afraid there might be ganks coming.
Yep, he was just playing it really safe.
Yep, but that was really worth it with the flash burn, and if Great Leona catch on Jarvan. As for the gold, it's 21k to 19k in favor of AHQ. AHQ is roaming the enemy's jungle pretty nicely. I think we're going for that 4-1 composition where 1 split pushes and 4 pushes. But I think I'm mistaken. Are you still there, or did you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so far we're just warding the enemy jungle, just dancing around the map, playing those wards. The fight for site is real, and yeah, most summoners, but I mean, Lissandra's flash and Jarvan's flash is out, so HQ might do some pushing sometime soon. As for the kills, it's 6-4 in favor of AHQ. The towers are even to 2 and 2. As for the CS, it's 130 to 126 for the mid lane, 124 and 124.
Yep, looks like a failed catch on Ari about a couple seconds ago. It's really hard to catch Ari when she has all those dashes.
Yep. And the solar flare missing too. But I think with the ult down, I think they can siege the tower. I think I'm mistaken again. Oh my gosh.
Maybe. I mean, Leona doesn't have her ult as well. And Kassadin seems to have like an endless supply of ults.
Yeah, but the recent Cassidy nerfs is really huge.
It wasn't really that recent. It was a couple patches ago. But yeah, you're right. I wouldn't call them nerfs. I would call them rebalances. Cause
yeah, but
he was pretty ridiculous after they reworked them, and then after they reworked them, people found out a way to like abuse Cassidy again, and then yeah, it just took a while to balance Cassidy, quote unquote balance.
yeah, Cassidy is one of those champions that are really hard to balance because of his ult that gives you infinite dashes.
I think it was his Q that made it really difficult. Remember when it was a silence?
Yes.
Yep, there you go.
Removing the silence and adding the shield is
Oh,
pretty
a
nice.
really nice ult on Janna. Janna's Monsoon actually not pushing away Leona, and looks like it's just gonna be a disengage by Log S. This is gonna give AHQ the position that they need to secure Dragon maybe, and yep, looks like Log S is gonna opt to get the tower instead of Dragon. AHQ not willing to give up the Dragon, but as soon as they saw Log S back away, they proceeded to Dragon anyways.
Okay, so nothing new that's been happening right now. The Dragon Tank are really huge for both teams because at this patch, the 4.8 patch, it gives gold for the next patch, it gives a buff that stacks over time. So
At least this Dragon gives you money.
yep. But the reasoning behind the dragon changes because it doesn't really differ that much if you take dragon or tower. It gives global gold evenly. On the preseason patch, which is the 4.20 patch, it's like what do you think? The buff or the tower, global gold or the permanent stacking buff? It gives the game more diversity to think what's better or you prioritize what does your team need, right?
Yep.
So I really think it's a really nice change. Also the merc that's been the crab or a merc that's been roaming around Dragon Baron that gives EXP. It's really cute. It also taunts. Have you seen the taunt, Earl?
What's on?
The taunt like the crab.
The crab?
It taunt. Yeah, it taunts. The shed taunt.
Oh yeah, the little dash, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. I have to give
By,
Riot.
by the way, I think you mentioned this earlier, but does Corky's E actually do armor shred?
Yep, they
Oh.
do, right?
Oh. Rip. I did not know that.
Okay, so now we're going for that no boots build. Is that really standard for Narcos?
Yeah, that's pretty standard. Hex Drinker, Banshee's Veil. And you don't really want to get caught by Lissandra's ult while you're in mini Gnar form. So it's a really nice pickup actually. Oh, but responds Corky getting picked off. Gnar landing his ult on at least 3 players, but only able to stun 1 at the same time. Kassadin, with the help of Tristana, picking everyone off. The resets are pretty real. Kassadin just chasing everyone down with his void. Okay, never mind. They don't catch Ari. I lied. But yeah, looks like Kassadin's gonna go down, but it looks like Tristana's gonna take him down. If this entire fight was just an entire mess of whatever.
Shut down.
Have you?
What?
Okay, so the entire time AHQ was fighting without Leona, but that's fine. They managed to trade evenly, and everything was just really garbled up. I even got garbled up right there.
I was really confused too.
I was
Because
really
there were a
confused.
lot of things happening at once. You thought they were going to die, they weren't. But
At one
having
point, I
that-
forgot which team was in which champions were in which team.
But yeah, Leona Leona wasn't there. That I think that's the majority. That's the major problem that why they lost that fight. That,
They came up even with it. They didn't really lose it. I
oh
don't think
really?
was Janna there. I don't believe I saw.
Oh, I honestly don't know too because it was a really messy fight. But oh, I forgot to ask. As a top laner, right? You're a top laner, right, Mr. Earl?
Yes, I
And you
think.
actually win Nord too. The randomness of Nord's ult, which you can deactivate and activate it at any time. What do you think about it? Isn't it a really unstable skill or unreliable skill?
I think. Well, I mean, if you get caught as mini Nard, then it just becomes a really bad time. But if they're not able to burst you down, then and you turn into Mega Nard in the middle of the fight, that's when it becomes really huge. Considering that Mega Nard CC is really nice. And
So what
defense.
do you prefer, the melee form or the range form?
I like the Mega Nard a lot more, just because of the CC. I mean, Mini Nard does a lot more like single target damage. Also sorry about that stream. It's lagging again.
It's pretty
Blue
weird.
team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, so right now it's really good to see that Log S are fighting. I mean, are taking objectives more nicely and more than the enemy's jungle. And the tower leads are even. It's the kills are 11 to 8 in favor of AHQ.
Yep, but the goal difference isn't really all that different.
Hmm. Pushing that top lane. Wait, Stannis damage.
What?
Why did he take Ninja Tabby, the North player?
I mean, he already has Banshee's Veil and Hex Drinker. He doesn't really need uh, he doesn't really need Mark Treads.
So we're going to typical board dance. I mean jungle dance, whatever you call that at the moment. What do you call those? Certain Fable, the battle for map. I usually call it jungle dance.
The what?
Similar to the dragon dance. The when both teams control the areas.
I just call it a skirmish. I call everything else. Oh look, Jarvan seems to do lots of damage, but not enough damage to take down Kha'Zix with the help of Westdoor on his Kassadin. I don't know. I feel like G-Kane has been getting way ahead of his getting way out of position, and in effect, he's been getting bursted down by the Kassadin plus the damage by Kha'Zix.
Other than that, it's three dragons now they're taking dragon away. I mean Baron away.
Yep.
The objective.
Logas can't really contest that. They don't have their jungler. Their jungler is dead. Yeah. It's looking a little dim for Log S, considering that AHQ does have that lead, and their team does scale well in the late game.
AHQ really has to lead in this game. Norris really strong pick. He's a meta pick right now.
Oh yeah.
Since when is he meta pick?
Since who?
Since when did Nor become a meta pick? I haven't seen him
been-
at patches 4.18. Like
He's
he
been-
was a dead champ.
It's because people thought that he was too squishy, or his passive is a little too random. But then people started realizing, oh, it's Gnar is actually really strong when you actually get your when you learn how to control your rage and when to like engage and when not to when not to transform, etc., etc. As soon as teams found out like how strong Mega Gnar can be if you actually get him out during team fights or in the middle of a team fight, that's when they started playing him, etc.
Right, right. The rage, it doesn't expire over time. It's stable, like similar to, I mean, like similar to Shivani's rage. It, it doesn't, it doesn't drain until it's full.
No, it actually does. If you're not in combat for long enough, it'll start draining.
I see. So
Yep. Well, it looks like green tea going on her Leona. Gnar picking off Janna right there. At the same time, Corky doing some jukes, dodging everything by Log S, and it looks like AHQ's gonna come ahead on this game. Probably gonna take the turret and inhib and probably a couple Nexus towers. Maybe even the game actually, considering that the death timers are really long, going over 15 seconds. Yep, and even taking down Ari, who now has a 30 plus death timer. Yep, I'm pretty sure this game is gonna. Okay, down goes Leona, but I'm pretty sure this game is gonna go towards AHQ, thus sealing the entire set, entire best of 3. Actually, I'm not sure anymore. Look. Well, I guess is responding right this second, but I don't think they're gonna be able to do much considering that there's just way too much damage on AHQ. They're just too far ahead.
yeah, so H was going to take this game. That's going to be a 2-0. It's maybe game. No, it's game actually.
Yep, that's game.
Aside from the terrible stream, the terrible casters, the game was pretty interesting. No.
Uh huh.
So what are your thoughts for the last game, Falma?
I mean, I always enjoy looking at how Nard jumping around, etc., etc.
What do you think is the main factor for losing?
On that game, they just got. I mean, AHQ took almost every single dragon. They had. If you haven't noticed, in both of their games, their ward coverage was a lot better, and their map and their ward control was a lot better. They had more panks down. They were sweeping up every single ward, but at the same time, Logas did that as well, but not as well, which resulted in like the ward control snowball that AHQ has been riding for the past few minutes.
Yep, I can agree to that too. So yeah, HQ moves to the second to this to the second round of this tournament, and it will be held on December 4. And tomorrow it's going to be PKP versus HKES, same time, same date, same time, and it's tomorrow. So this tournament is going to be on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, during 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mr. Infalvo, do you have anything to say before we go offline?
I mean, good job AHQ. Also, yeah, that's about it. Good job AHQ. Good job in working on winning your first game in the IEM Taipei.
Yeah, Logis did good too, but as being a HQ fan, they really suited the expectations from
好了，
them.
这个现场的朋友们，今天的比赛呢已经结束了，就让我们欢迎记得老师以及我们的这个胜队 AHQ 来到台前接受我们的访问。
Thank you for watching today's IEM. Be sure to watch again tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching and sticking with us despite the technical difficulties. and and
好啦，恭
Yeah,
喜我们
so,
HQ 获
see you
得
again.
胜利啦！一开始我想问一下，就是 Ziff， 来，我们往前一步。刚刚赛中访问的时候，有没有听到我们浩克特别称赞了你一下，说你在这个 AHQ 现在是有面临到很大的压力啊？你觉得有吗？你要不要跟大家讲一下你加入 AHQ 之后感觉怎么样？有。
其实刚加入的时候因为队伍上都算是比较知名的玩家，
是老经验的选手。
对，然后加上队伍也是一个算是大队伍这样子，
对，
所以难免上在就是压力会大一些。
是，哇，他有点紧张，大家给他一点掌声鼓励一下好不好？刚打得那么好。那刚刚浩克有说你面临到很多的压力，除了这样之外，他们平常有没有虐待你？哦，不是，就是对你会不会特别严格，还是怎么样？
其实大家相处起来都不错，因为其实平常团练的时候，我算是比较累的那一个。
哇，客气了。好了，那希望你之后好好继续加油啦，好不好？这个明天还要我们之后还要继续面对后面的赛事。好，那我们接下来想请问一下我们的小叶叶。这个小叶叶五路皆通是吧？听说最近连这个 CSGO 也通啊，不是我不小心透露了什么对，不过记得排 CSGO 的时候要远离一下你旁边那一位不对的，
已经没有打算跟他排了。
哦 ，OK， 好，
他已经把我 Steam 那个好友给删掉了。
明智的选择。好，那我想问一下，就是说你之前从 AD 打到后来这个就是我们的中路。还有暂时去打了一下 support， 那今天到 jungle 是你 jungle 的第一次出赛，你觉得 jungle 打起来怎么样？你
就 jungle 刚起步，那边有事。
怎么感觉好像有一个背好的台词还是怎么样？
好像有押韵，你有发现吗 ？jungle 刚起步，难免有失误，是不是？那你在这我阿伞宗师面前直接表演了一个阿伞，是算好的吗？还是？
向你致敬，
向你致敬。
那你应该往回闪啊，这样我才能。按错了，是不是？哦，所以你刚刚那个算是一个 fail。我难免会有 fail 的，我原谅你，我原谅你。
谢谢。
哇，真慷慨啊！好啦，那我们谢谢小叶叶，接下来我们想访问一下王爷西门。哎呦，有人在偷偷鼓掌，是怎么回事？这么的害羞，要就大声一点好不好？OK， 西门，我想问一下，就是这个，听说你最近玩很多这个立山卓跟阿狸。
对。
那可是刚刚一开始就已经就是有人把你3只都 ban 了，然后又抢了2只，请问一下，这个我们刚刚的这个角色，哎呀，我忽然有点忘记了，记得老师刚刚这个角色叫什么名字去了？
我说你应该是想要问说，就是大家都还是考验了你的口袋尺嘛，对不对？那也算是有一段时间做了一个特训，那。你觉得现在第一场就是让你抽到兄弟队伍，你展露了多少的角色？就是要不要对之后的对手来说，你觉得你现在的角色池已经展露完了吗？还是其实还有？我刚听到后面有人在说，
一直说全部，一直说全部。
队友直接卖，是不是？就是还有没有什么角色你觉得可能会在之后展现出来？你可以不用讲，然后说大概量怎么样之类的，练的状况。
练的状况啊。
对。还是你现在都去打野了？
对啊，打野比较好玩。
4.20版本这个打野改动很大嘛，对不对？
对啊，之后可能就没有口袋关系，因为我已经出现在打野了。
所以你要打算再跟小叶叶做一个调度吗
？OK 啊，中路也很糟。
中路也很糟。好，那你觉得今天这样对上小汪的中路，那你觉得，当然自己队伍是胜利的，可是好像没有打出很大的压制力，是不是觉得对手怎么样？
我压力还蛮大啊。
你压力还蛮大的。所以小汪，你觉得 Sniper 的中路选手在之后也是一个强劲的对手？
强敌。
哇，好客气哦。好，那我们接下来呢，就请我们的这个下路组合来回答一下。2位请往前。
那我这边直接先问一个问题啊。老鼠打野这样 ，AD 的掌握应该不错。那怎么会下路直接被一等就直接被出现了呢？还有这边第一个 fight 主动的开战跟绿茶的配合，结果被反杀。
因为那个 AD 刚起步， 难免有失误。
哇，这个都 say 好的东西啊，各种综艺。
有一点沟通问题。
沟通问题是。那跟绿茶的搭配来说，就是绿茶也换了一个 AD 嘛，对不对？那目前对于我们小安的表现来说，满意吗？
还不满意。
不满意。
还要再加油的。
还要再加油，是不是？两边的搭配嘛。那其实
他刚刚是耳机没讲话没声音，
所以就是耳机没声音，所以你是不是没有开聊聊？
没有，那个耳机坏了。
耳机坏了，是不是？所以刚刚那个手刹着耳机坏。好，这一次让你们过关了，下一次再被杀就要想新的理由了，好不好？好了没有？我知道是真的有问题，因为刚刚有暂停啦。对对对 ，AD 刚起步嘛，对不对？耳机难免会故障，
这有什么关系吗？好，我来问一下，就是说，我们之后要对上的对手啊，一般认为觉得应该是我们可能比较有可能是我们的 HKES， 因为毕竟他们是传奇巨星队伍嘛，对不对？那要对上这样子的明星的一个下路，这个绿茶跟我们小安有没有什么话想要跟大家讲的？就觉得对上他们的这个难度可能会在哪边呢？要不要先来预估一下？
来两位，上。我不知道讲什么，
我不知道讲什么。有开。我不知道讲什么。
我觉得这个问题可能小安还是会比较了解，因为之前 JJ 跟你是同队的嘛，那嘉伟也是同队的队友，就是以前自己在打野位，跟他们应该也会有些时候打野来到下路做一个3人的配合。那你觉得自己跟绿茶加起来，你有没有信心击败他们的下路？
都没在关注他们的。
都没在关注他们，
这不就是很好的回答了吗？
所以你是到刚刚才知道原来他是你之前的队友吗？
没有，我就是之前都不会去看他们。
我都没有在看他们打得怎么样。好，那这一次要直接在对面的要好好看，好不好？技能要闪，好不好？对，然后耳机要记得修，这样子。
好，那我们请记得老师来跟我们讲一下接下来的节目资讯哦。
对，那今天第一天的台北站就要在这边圆满的落幕啦。那明天开始到礼拜天都还有第一轮的这个对战，然后明天的对战组合就是我们的 HKES Hong Kong Esports， 就是全新的传奇阵容啦，包含了现在应该是最多世界冠军的队伍了，因为 TPA 的 BB 也退役了嘛，他们包含了 Toys、丹利，还有我们的丁煌跟 JJ， 还有阿维，要对上的是这个之后再
BKP 啊，
对 BKP 就是啪啪看看啪啪打打看看打打这一支天梯选出来的队伍哦，那他们的成员其实我看了一下分数也是很高，所以对于明天的对决来说，我觉得也是蛮有看头的。
好的，那今天的比赛呢，就到这边全部结束啦，请各位再给我们的选手们一个掌声鼓励。好，那就到这边结束了，谢谢各位，拜拜。